everybody.
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
Got a special guest here.
Well, or do I have a special guest here? Either way, we're both here this morning.
Day 2, week 1. If you're still recovering and still sore from Monday, that's okay. So am I. My arms are so sore.
I was on my way out the gym this morning, and she said, "Wait, you want to come down and do this workout with me this morning?" And I thought to myself,
no,
not really.
Because so he writes them.
No, you.
But he doesn't do very much, and they're hard.
I prefer weight training to some of the calisthenic type stuff that I have written for these programs, and so it's just a little bit. This challenges me a little bit.
It's hard.
This pushes me, just like I assume it's going to push you as well. So I am excited to be here. We're excited to be here.
While we are.
Oh, while we're talking.
Yep.
Okay.
So
day two, workout 2, we've got leg day going on. And so for sure anything that we can do to kind of get some blood moving to those major muscle groups in our body. Something, yep, just like...
This is what you wrote.
That's what I wrote, is to throw your arms up.
Yes.
It looks good. Absolutely,
Right.
yeah.
It doesn't even remember.
Anything that we can do to just get some blood moving into those legs, into those major muscle groups in your legs.
You were doing a move that was like legs to the side.
Sure, yeah.
Stretch it out.
Get the hip rotators going, just because I'm a little bit intimidated, just because I'm a little bit scared of what's going to happen.
I hope you're ready for this. So today's only going to be 3 rounds instead of 5. There's a couple more exercises. So, okay.
Nice. Okay, what do you think, you guys? How are things? How are we doing?
I'll show some modified moves. Jared's
I thought I was on modified.
No, I am.
Well, that's the thing too. It's supposed to be my leg day in the gym, so it's like
send it.
We're going full speed today. Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, let's get down to it. Okay, so workout 2, week 1. We're gonna start off with some jump squats or some air squats.
Just air squats.
So again, Camille's on modified. You're right in the middle. Can I be in the middle?
Yeah. Oh, it's
there we go. No, that's all right. I've got a pull-up bar down here too. I'm not going to jump that high, but it is up there.
That's true. Do you want to trim a spot?
No, we're fine.
Okay.
Okay, so 10 of them, and so
I'm just gonna squat.
So Camille's
like
got modified. So we're coming down into the squats, and then we're coming back up. Chest is back, butt goes out, back stays straight. Camille's got the modified squat jumps. You're gonna just again leap only like 2 or 3 inches up off of the ground. 2, 3, 4. The plyometric part of it makes it a little more intense. If you can't do this, maybe even do just a couple of both. And so if you do like, 5 squat jumps, and then follow that up with 5 regular squats, as long as you're pushing yourself, as long as you're trying to make it a little harder.
Yep.
Okay, next we're gonna do some side plank leg lifts.
So these are so hard for me.
These are tough.
These are so hard. So I'm gonna go down in a side plank, and then I'm just gonna lift my leg as many times as I can. It might not be very much though.
2.
You're okay if you just need to stay in a side plank. If the side plank's too hard on your feet, go down on your knees. You just want to make sure you're getting that your obliques are contracted, right?
So this is a ton of hip abductor too. Not only am I working these muscles up here on the top of my hip, these are the ones that are activated as they're keeping my hip from falling down to the ground.
Okay.
I did 10.
I did 2. Modified.
And so show them. So show them so the modified version of this. If you get into this modified side plank, so now I'm on my left knee and on the outside of my right foot, or excuse me, inside of my right foot. Now we're going to come right into this position right here. That's a lot easier, so you're still going to feel it again on the right side of your hip muscles, but that left side is going to be active again as it's just holding you up off of the ground. You're going to come into 10 of those. I got to catch up. What number are you on?
8, 9, and 10. Woo.
Nice.
At least you're getting some ab work in there.
10. Nice.
Okay, so we're still on the ground. Single leg
bridges.
So you're going to lay down on your back, hands at your sides, feet tucked up pretty close to your bum, right?
Yeah, but bridges are a great exercise. We're going for the glutes with this one. And come back down.
So that's
good. And so just a couple of seconds on a hold. Squeeze your butt together, and then you're going to lift your hips up off the ground. if that's a little too easy, there's a couple different variations that I like to run people through. And so you're here, and if you can do those all day long, again, the emphasis is contracting your glutes to raise your hips up towards the ceiling. If you're here and you can do that quite a bit, you can even add a march to it. And so come up into a bridge, march left leg, march right leg, and then come back down. Up into a bridge, left, right, and then back down. If you're really feeling it, like Camille is this morning, you can jump into the single leg version of this, so that single leg bridge. So you see right now her left leg's down, right leg's up. Her left glute is the one that's lifting her entire kind of hip, pelvis, and torso up off of the ground. So it's a great way to isolate those glutes,
this is a great bum exercise.
Great bum exercise.
It's killer.
10 of them. Okay, very good. Next we're going to do, what do we got next?
Speed skater lunges.
Some speed skater lunges. I'm going to start way over here so I don't hit you.
I will too.
Okay, and so.
Well, we'll both go to the same side.
1, 2, 3. You're going to jump to the side. So I jumped onto my left foot.
I guess I don't know this.
Right leg tucks back behind you, and you come down into a lunge. We're going to jump back onto the right side. Left leg comes back behind you. There's 1.
Sorry.
There we go. 2. There it is.
Can you just walk
2.
if the jump is too much?
Yep, and so the progression to this, or the modified version of this, would be even like a side step, lunge step. And so the goal with this is that we're working on lunges, but we're working lateral motion as well.
Right.
Can't remember what number I was on. 3.
I had to learn this the hard way. So much of my workouts were just forward and back, and I had way bad knee problems.
Absolutely. The majority of knee pain that I see in my clinic is actually due to hip weakness, and especially as those lateral hip stabilizers that oftentimes cause that knee pain to happen. And so the stronger you can train up and strengthen those laterals. So again, as I'm coming back and forth, we're coming here where we've got to use these lateral stabilizers to come out of the lunge and then to propel myself over here to the right. This right hip has to accept that force, drop my left leg back behind me, and then it's just the opposite motion back here. So again, the goal with these speed skater lunges, lateral hip stabilizers, you're going to get a ton in your quad too. We're doing 10 reps each way.
Okay.
Nice, and 10. Cool. Okay, Spider-Man planks. Okay, here we go. And so for the Spider-Man plank, we're down in a low plank position. You could also, I guess, do this in a tall plank position up on your hands. But now what Camille's going to do is just bring her right knee up to her right elbow. Right elbow. So we're going to...
Oh, right knee to right elbow?
Yeah, and so... There it is. And so here's the low version. Would be down here on your elbows. It's a little bit harder just because you have to have more range of motion in your hips to kind of get them up closer to the ceiling to clear the floor when you're down in this low plank position.
Okay, so what would be a good modification?
And
to
so,
be on your knees?
Camille's on modified. Well, and so you had, up on your hands. And then up here, it just kind of becomes a mountain climber.
Okay.
You can even just kind of march those knees up towards your hands. If that's even still too difficult, I would even just do, so what we're going for here, lower abs, hip flexors. And so if that's too difficult for you, even just standing and marching in place. Just do about 10 to 12 marches on each side. Okay. It's going to work those same muscles. So
we got 10 on each side.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
It's just 10 on each side.
12.
Oh, going the distance.
I know, didn't it say 12?
Nope, 10.
Oh, I'm a sick man. Okay, I did too many. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Single leg deadlifts.
This is one of my favorites.
Okay, let's see what it looks like.
Takes a lot of balance. I'll go from the side.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, sometimes I do these with weights, so I kind of
absolutely
that I'm holding weights, but I'm just gonna drop. Whoa, it's such a balance game.
Nice, good work.
And then just bring it back up.
Excellent. And so with her, she's got great form. We're looking for basically a nice straight line. And so you see that we've maintained this curve in her lower back as her leg comes up towards the ceiling. The emphasis here, she's standing on her right leg right now. So it's those right glutes that we're after. We're also working hamstrings, and then the lateral hip stabilizers on this as well. Looks great.
So what would be modification? Don't lift your leg, just go down into a deadlift.
And so a modification could be, yes, a double leg deadlift, or even just not hinge forward quite so far. So we're just doing kind of this mini hinge with it. The problem that I see most often with this one is that, I'll come up here, you keep going, is that people will not lift their leg very high, and then they'll hinge at their back. I don't want to hinge at your back. We're working on the hinge right at your hip. And so in order to do that, if I come here, you'll see that my back is flat right now, but then if I come here, rounds my back out. So how we fix that is get that leg up there even higher, balance, get that leg up there even higher, is going to keep your back in this neutral position as you pull through your glute to do that deadlift. So just remember to get that leg up nice and high.
I balance on one side way easier than the other.
Do you really?
This one's super shaky.
Often indicative of strength, probably a discrepancy.
Great.
Which one's easier?
I'm imbalanced.
Your left leg down is easier?
No, my right leg down is way easier.
There you go. Are you right-handed? Right-legged?
Yes. Right-legged.
There you go. Oh, I'm falling. Nice. And so, again, modified version of this would be come at it with a two-legged deadlift. So both legs are on the ground as you're doing that deadlift motion.
And both feel good. Like, it's just so good. After our workout on Monday, this is a good stretch.
Nice. Stretch the hams out.
Okay, so the last one.
Last one, I'm sorry you guys.
Is a wall sit.
You're going to come down into a...
So what's the key to a good wall sit? Low? Sink your bum low?
Just try to hang on. Okay. That's the key to a good wall sit.
And so this is mostly, I can feel this in my quads.
Yep. Definitely.
Do you feel it anywhere else?
Nope. And so it's just those quad muscles.
So for those of us who did 100 squats on Monday,
just send it.
We are screaming right now. Oh.
Nice. And we didn't start a timer or anything. We're just gonna sit here and hang out. It's gonna be about 60 seconds.
Till the tears flow.
If you're just tuning in right now, we have been doing a lot more than just hanging out, sitting here. So they're like, oh wow, this looks like a tough workout.
This is a good workout.
Yeah, totally.
Ugh.
Nice job, you guys. 10 more seconds. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There they are. Oh, nice.
Okay.
All right, round one.
Top. 2 more to go.
Back to the top.
So now we know the moves. So we can move through them a lot faster.
Okay, yep, so now you guys have a good idea of what we're doing, so we'll fly through these. Well, we'll go through these at an appropriate speed. They'll be faster than the first set. Here we go. Okay. 10, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Down into your side plank with the leg lift.
Okay.
Again, modified version would be on the inside of your down leg, so your down leg's bent while your up leg is up. 1, good.
I like to put a hand on my obliques because you can feel them working too.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Switch.
Over.
Nobody wants to see them. Go the other way.
Right, always face the camera.
Right.
I learned that the hard way. The early Tone and Titan days, I turned around a lot for stuff like this.
Even
nice.
Modified is still intense.
8, is that 8?
9.
Last one. 10. Yeah, those ones are rough.
The thing I like about this workout is it's like go at your own pace. If we're going too fast,
absolutely.
Slow it down. Just get your 10 reps in.
It's never a race. And again, hopefully we've given you enough ideas of the modified versions of these that this isn't too tough. All right, okay. What are you doing?
I'll do single leg.
Okay, 1, 2. Keep your leg up there high.
Should I not?
Yeah, bring your leg down.
Oh, why?
Makes it harder.
Oh, great. So I was going easy. Yep, this is better.
6. I got 7. 8, 9, last one, 10.
I feel that in my quads too.
In your quads?
Yes.
So this should be in your butt.
Oh. So I'm doing it wrong.
It might be in your quads a little bit.
Maybe it's because they're still sore.
So thinking about gravity, gravity is always going to act straight down. With my leg straight up, gravity is basically pushing that load of my leg just straight down through the joint. I can hold this position for a very long time with very little effort on my part. However, now we come down here, gravity is pushing that leg down to the ground. Now I have to activate muscles in the front of my leg in order to keep that locked out and straight. There you go, a little nugget for you, a little tidbit.
Oh, Jared's nuggets.
No, I think we need to think of a new name.
Probably.
Nice. I lost count. Is that
This
5?
is 10.
Oh, you're on 10?
For me, yeah, I started before
7,
you though.
8, 9, 10. Nice. Good work, you guys.
A really good bum one.
That is a really good bum one. All right, so we've got our
Okay.
skater lunges.
Yep. I'm gonna walk.
You're still
I'm
gonna-
having foot problems today, so
Camille's not gonna
jumping is not
do too much impact.
not the best.
I'll jump behind her.
Okay,
Well,
you.
maybe
I
I will.
can step forward.
There we go. Cool.
It just makes me look huge in the camera.
Makes you look
My-
beautiful in the camera. You
Jared
guys-
and his towering wife.
I do look teeny tiny.
Anyway, yes. I'm telling you.
Guys, perspective is everything. Next set, I'll go in front.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. You can also see my sweat more
Nice.
up close,
That just means we're working hard, you guys. This is real life.
right?
We're working hard. We're breathing hard.
You can hear our kids running around upstairs.
Some sweat going on.
Have you been counting?
3 more.
Okay. That was such a guess, wasn't it?
No. That's what I tell everybody. Last one. 3. Good job.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So, Spider-Man planks. So again, if the Spider-Man plank's a little too rough, you're just here, you're marching. You can even kind of march out to the side to replicate that motion. It's not necessarily against a resistance when you do it standing up. So that's how we're going to modify it.
All right.
1, 2.
You go a lot faster than I do on
We'll
these.
step it up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice.
Okay.
Spider-Man planks, check. Single leg deadlift.
Single leg deadlift.
Yes, those.
Yes. Okay. Start on my right leg.
Which one are you starting on, right?
Yep. Okay.
It's like that first one, you always kind of find your balance point.
So do you not touch the ground when you come up each time?
If I had a weight, I would. I'd
Uh-huh.
be setting that weight on there. But no, without a weight, you just kind of go as flexible as you are. How many is that? Is that 5?
Yep, this is 6.
Good. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Glutes.
Next one.
Nice.
I know, right? Back of my leg.
On your balance.
Right?
1,
See, one's always a little bit easier.
2, 3.
But balance is good too.
Absolutely.
Like to learn balance.
5. Yeah, that's something that we actually work on a lot in physical therapy. We have some patients who, especially after like knee surgery, knee replacement surgery, for balance is really effective. So it's something that we actually work on quite a bit. How many is that?
Here's 10.
Many.
Okay.
Okay.
Down to the
and
wall sit.
got our wall sit left.
Okay, so feet. Should they be shoulder width apart?
Shoulder width apart. We want to keep them in
Okay.
basically as neutral and alignment as we can. And so hips, knees, ankles, toes should all be basically in a straight line with each
Okay.
other. We're coming down here. Thighs parallel to the ground, so the deeper you sink into the wall set, the more effective it becomes. The other thing that I see a ton, people be doing these in the gym all the time, and they have their hands right here. And yeah, your quads are still active, but you unload a ton of weight just by basically weight bearing through your hands, through your knees, down through your tibia and fibula down here. That's the cheater way to do it. So try to keep your hands off of your knees if you can. It's a long 60 seconds.
Right. Okay, so after I had Brindley, my oldest,
yep.
I started going to the gym.
Yep.
And all that I would do was an elliptical.
Yep.
And I'd do that like 5 times a week. And it helped me lose some of the weight at first.
Absolutely.
But I totally plateaued.
Yep.
And so Jared was like, you need to do more like body weight exercises, add some resistance, add some strength training. I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go on the meathead side of the gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
But these are things that are going to help you tone your muscle. Like all these workouts, tone your muscles, and muscles burn more calories.
Absolutely.
When you're in rest. And so that's why this program is written that way. I mean, you're still doing cardio and still burning your calories on your,
still up. Yep,
on your
absolutely.
list days, your low impact cardio days. But this, on the off days, is helping you to build that muscle and tone that muscle.
Absolutely. Yep. So the higher your muscle mass, the higher your metabolism. Your body basically has to work harder to keep those muscles fed and healthy and alive. And so at rest, I don't know how much you guys read. If you read the How to Lose Weight section in your manual, your program
guide.
If you read that How to Lose Weight section, we kind of talk about how your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, or your metabolism, kind of feeds into this whole system. So basically, the higher that metabolism, the more calories you're going to burn doing nothing. Just at rest, your body actually burns through more calories.
Yep.
So that's kind of the goal behind combining the low impact, steady state cardio with some of these kind of higher intensity weight training or weight bearing resistance exercises. That's our whole goal.
Okay,
all right, we got one more. Here we go. 10 of them. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one.
There you go.
Cool. Side planks with the hips. Last time.
Empty that tank.
This.
Do it all you got.
1. Oh, you're going full.
I am. Fill it.
You're a sick woman. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was going to say, you're making it look easier than me, too. That's,
as I fall out of it. Okay. 10 on this side.
Here we go. 10 on this side. Again, modified's on your knee. 4.
This one. That's like bad leg.
7, 8, 9, 10. If the knee, I should have mentioned this like our first set, you guys. Sorry, we're here. If that one's even too hard, just come down right here, all the way on your side, and then we're still working those hip muscles. That is a horrible thing to remember on our third, after we've done our third set.
You've made it this far.
Sorry, you guys. So,
okay, single leg bridges.
Single leg bridges.
All right.
1, 2.
You hold your hands here. Is there a reason why?
I'm praying. No, you put your hands wherever. Where do you put your hands, Neil?
Down. But I don't use them to push up.
9, 10. Yeah, the goal is you're using that hip and that one leg to stabilize you so you can increase your stability when you come out here wide with your arms. I guess I fold them over just so it's a little more, works a little harder. You do that.
It's plenty hard.
Fair enough. Good. What's that? 6 by my count. 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Nice job, you guys. Very good. Okay, we've got some skater lunges.
You get front this time.
Okay, I'll be a huge husband in front.
You be huge.
Okay, we got
so
this.
Small and dainty back there.
Okay, don't let me hit you.
Okay, you're good.
Okay, 1, 2. You are so small and dainty. 3.
Not after this workout.
Yeah, that's what
Legs
everybody wants to
crush
hear. That's what everybody wants to hear. Nice. 6, Good. 8, 9.
This is a little bit of cardio, I feel like.
10. Okay, that was good. Synchronization. That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
You did an extra.
I did an extra.
You're going full speed. Okay, nice job. Down into the Spider-Man plank. Again, marching in place, marching out to the side. If that's too intense. Camille, have you been doing them on your hands?
Yes.
Camille's doing kind of the intermediate version.
They're still so hard.
They're still so hard.
Yep.
10.
Especially round 3.
1, 2,
I feel this mostly in my like obliques.
3, 4, 4. Nice.
Maybe I have my bow up too high.
6.
With this
8.
one, I can't stop. If I
9.
stop, I take a break.
10.
I just have to keep going.
You'll notice I don't talk during that one.
Not right.
That's just
It's hard.
holding on there.
Okay.
So definitely obliques, definitely abs as you're down in that plank position, but you should feel hip flexors, so those muscles on the front of your hip, bringing your knee up towards you, is what we're after with that. Deadlifts.
Okay.
Find your balance.
Right.
There we
Find your balance.
1, 2. Again, the higher that leg comes, straighter your back can stay. You should feel this. I tell people below your hip, so kind of lower glute is what we're after. Shouldn't feel, you're gonna feel it a little bit in your back, just because your back has to work to stabilize your trunk as we're pivoting on our hip. But your emphasis from right here to right there should be squeezing your butt to pull yourself to that upright position. Nice. Did you just switch?
No, but I will now.
Okay.
I was just waiting for you.
Oh, nice.
And this is a good one too, to activate your core. Like, suck that belly button into your spine, and I feel like that helps me with my balance.
Yep, absolutely.
When I've sucked in my belly button.
6 by my count.
So remember, if you're doing modified, just go as low as you can. Don't hinge all the way down if it's painful or if it's too hard. But also push yourself.
Still want the same glute contraction. If you're doing those 2-legged deadlifts, you're coming down here, and then again, still that same emphasis through your butt.
You'll feel it.
Keep your back straight.
Yep.
Come down. I don't want this. I want that. Okay, so straighten your back out. Squeeze your butt to come to the upright position.
Okay.
Okay.
Last one. We'll
Last
sit.
one.
And then you're done.
We got this, you guys.
Just gonna send it.
You are sending it.
I love leg day. Jared hates it.
I hate leg day, you guys.
It's my fave.
It's the worst.
It's because it's such a strong muscle. Like, even for everyone.
I'll give you that.
Strongest muscle.
Yep, for sure. Yep.
Burns a ton of calories when you work legs.
Yep, absolutely it does.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, I think
Jared's sweating a little more than me.
I'm working harder.
We glisten.
I'm just kidding. No, I was going to say, I think as a guy, you know, we spend a lot of time kind of upper body, chest, shoulders, arms.
Yeah.
That's kind of the aesthetic part of it. I think as a girl, legs, butt, kind of, it's just kind of different priorities a little bit.
We have a lot tighter jeans than boys do.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep, but this is a good one.
And so the way that we've designed these workouts, the way I've designed these workouts is we're going to hit it all. So we did kind of a total body day a couple days ago, lower body day today, and then I want to say it's a core workout on Friday. So
nice.
We'll hit some core on Friday.
How are we about there?
10 seconds.
Okay.
9, 7,
oh, it's on
6,
fire.
5, 4, 3, 2,
what?
1. Ah!
Oh.
It's such a struggle to get
I
off
know,
the
right? Both of us grown. Like,
all right. You did it, you guys. So there's your day 2 workout.
There you go. If you're
Nice
sweating
job.
as much as Jared, you're doing good.
If you're glistening like Camille, you're doing better.
Thank you. I can do the stretch if you want to go.
Oh, cool. Oh yeah, we've definitely got to cool down, you guys.
Yeah.
Let's spend a couple minutes.
Especially after our workout on Monday. Those of us who did it are still sore.
I worked out on Monday.
You did work out on Monday.
You bet.
All right.
Okay.
So the first one is just a toe touch.
I'll come with you.
And this is a good one after doing those deadlifts.
Yep, so that one's right in through your hamstrings.
Yep. Let your head hang.
Your glutes.
Just get as low as
Hanging
you can.
out. Yep, another good variation would be cross one leg over. So with my left crossed over my right, you'll feel it more kind of in your right hip, right glute, right hamstring. Other one crossed over. Spend about 20-30 seconds down there. Good work.
Okay, so
Very
why is
good.
it important to be flexible?
And so a lot of the injuries that I see
Next
in
one's
the
a quad stretch.
quad stretch for the next one, basically, there you go. The injuries that I see in my clinic, for the most part, can be grouped into one of two categories: lack of strength or lack of flexibility, lack of range of motion. And those are the things that we kind of spend the majority of our time working on, is either improving strength or improving flexibility. And so just staying mobile, staying active, especially as we get older, we tend to not do as much activity. We tend to not push ourselves as hard into some of these kind of deeper, fuller ranges of motion. And so muscles and joints tighten up. A lot of times that's where they start to get painful. We didn't really do a lot with our upper body.
But
You
those
can-
of us on Monday
Stop
are
saying those of us.
My
So I'm gonna-
arms are off. Oh my gosh, Jared. On Monday when I was doing the stretch, I was talking about how this one's so hard for you. That.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you guys, look at this. Look how far.
He is.
That's as low as my knees go.
And then.
Whatever, you're not. Well, okay, you're a lot better than I am. But don't do it. That is.
You just.
I can't believe you're talking about this.
I did.
With our group.
Because I was looking at the picture and I thought, oh my gosh, his knees are like up here. So I was like, let him drop. Let your knees drop to the floor. It's not a tight stretch.
Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing.
Maybe by the end he'll be super flexible.
That's the goal, right? Cool. And then I'm just going to follow that up with the calf stretch. So I'm going to come down into that kind of tall runner position.
Right.
That left leg is straight. My left leg. How's your foot? Camilla hurt her foot the other day, you guys.
Guess how I heard it? Walking around the house.
Doing 48-inch box jumps.
No,
That
I
was
literally
amazing.
was doing a load of laundry, walking it from the laundry room to my bedroom. Like, it stinks getting older. I swear everything just falls apart for no good
Absolutely
reason.
does. It absolutely does.
So I have been nursing my foot. Kind of helps having a live-in physical therapist.
Yeah, you bet.
Popped my bone back in
We
place.
worked on it this morning.
Yep.
Okay, you guys. Nice
One
job.
last child's pose.
She's going to throw a child's pose at it.
Start the day off good.
I'm going to head to the gym for even more of this.
Hope you have a good leg day.
Yeah, no kidding. Like a
Okay.
sicko.
That's it.
Okay, guys.
Well,
Thanks for joining us today. Have a fantastic Wednesday.
Yep.
Stay strong. We can do this. We're in it together.
and drink your water.
Drink your water. Do that right now. See you guys.
Bye, guys.